Hi everyone, thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Asia. If this is your first time here, I really enjoy doing straightforward makeup tutorials. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. I hope that you enjoy this look that we're going to do right here. It looks to be a bit complicated, but I promise you we're going to go through it together step by step using the Karity eyeshadow palette and a little bit of the Too Faced palette. So let's start. I'm starting by priming my lid with the Makeup Revolution concealer. It's in the color C13, and I just wanted to make note that in this video I'm not going to really be like, you'll see some cuts, but I'm not really cutting any important parts out. I didn't speed anything up. It is exactly how I did it. The only parts that I really cut out were like when I was like looking down to pick something up, or if I stopped to talk to the kids. So you're seeing it exactly how it is. So I am using an e.l.f. brush, which doesn't have a name, to blend that color all out onto my eye. And I noticed that with the Karity Matte Eyeshadow palette, it's better not to set the concealer and to just place that color right on top. So I went in with the color Disturbia, that's that really deep black. And I'm using another e.l.f. brush, they don't really have names to them, to just pack that color in. And you'll notice that the brush that I'm using is not a fluffy brush. It's to me, I call it like a packing brush. And when I pack in, you'll notice that I'm pulling my skin up because I have like wrinkles and stuff on my eye, and I don't want the color to kind of get streaky. So I'm going in now with a Real Techniques brush. It's technically a smudge brush, but I want to be really particular about where I put this green color. This color is called Medusa. It's the darkest green. And I'm using that and just tapping it. It looks like I'm dragging it, but I'm not. If you really look closely, I'm just kind of tapping it, starting with the most of the color on the outside edge, and then tapping all the way into the inside of the edge of my eye. And I'm going to build that color up to where I want it to go. And I noticed that when I don't set my eye, the pigment of these palettes is intense. It's beautiful. Using that same Real Techniques smudge brush, I'm going to go in with the color Wicked, and I'm going to start just like I did with Medusa on the outside edge, lay it slightly on top of Medusa, and I'm just going to tap that. Wicked is a lighter green than Medusa. It's going to help me to blend these two colors out so that I look like I have this diffused, blown out look. And so you'll see every now and again I'll stop and I look, because I'm checking my eye in the mirror to make sure it looks how I want it to look before I move on to my next part. Now, if I'm being 100% honest, you guys, when I started doing this right here, I don't know what I was thinking. I was watching like YouTube or something like that, and I started to go in with the color Vegas, which is this orange, and I realized, wait a minute, I didn't cut my crease first, which is what I did on my other eye. So as soon as I realized that I hadn't cut my crease, I just picked up my Makeup Revolution concealer, again in the color C13, and I started to cut my crease. And I used a flat brush to cut my crease. And that's what I'm doing right here. I'm like, oh, okay, wait a minute, I didn't cut my crease yet, so let me go in and do that. So I didn't bother to wipe off the color Vegas, that orange. I just left it right there because the concealer is going to cover it. So keep that in mind. Like, if you feel like you messed up or something like that, it's okay. There are ways to fix it. So I'm going in and I'm putting the concealer lower on my lid, and you're going to see me look up, and that gives me the area that I should start to cut. Because if you cut too low, you'll find that later on when you start to look up, that concealer is going everywhere. You don't want it to be like that. You want it to cut it where it's not going to cause you any problems later on. And so that trick really helps me to be able to cut the crease in the perfect spot so that I don't have, you know, a messed up looking crazy eye. And so I take the concealer and I just then spread that all over the eye. The thing about cutting the crease though is, you, like for me and my eye shape, you really have to do it to your eye shape. I like for it to be cut like right where my eye starts and then to go up and over, because I have almond shaped eyes. I don't really know how other people cut their crease, but I like for the crease cut to start right in that area where my eye like begins. So when I'm bringing that crease, curving it inward, I'm curving it toward the beginning of my eye, and then I don't take it all the way to the edge because I want that black to be right there. But now I'm just making sure that my entire lid is covered in the concealer. It's gonna make it really easy when I go in with the color that I put on top of this. And also one of the reasons why too that I like to use that small Real Techniques brush when I applied that darkest green is because I don't want to waste product by using a fluffy brush on the crease of my eye, because then I'll have product on my eyelid and I'm just going to cover that product with concealer. So it was almost like I'm wasting product and it's a waste of money. And I don't want to waste my product. I don't want to waste my money. So I use a smaller brush so that I'm more controlled when I put the color into my crease, so that when I cut it, I don't lose a whole lot of the color and I'm not wasting anything. So you'll see here, I'm just going in and I'm making sure that the line is straight because I'm very particular. So you just want to make sure you have a really straight line and that the concealer is even all the way through. It doesn't matter how the edge of the concealer toward the back of your eye looks, because you're going to go in and you're going to cover that up. And that's what I'm doing with this brush right here. I don't know why I picked this particular brush up. I don't know what I was thinking. It's not really like a blending brush like that, I guess, but I wanted to kind of smoke out that black because I'm blending the black and the orange, and that's what you see now, me going back in with that orange that I was using before, which is called Vegas, and I'm laying it close to, not necessarily on top of the black. When you're laying your colors next to each other, honestly, it doesn't matter if it's blended perfectly. Like you see, like some of the orange kind of got onto the green. That's fine. You're going to see me go in and fix it. But yeah, you just lay the colors next to each other, and it's the brushes that you use that'll blend these colors together. So like here, you see me going in with that small smudge brush from Real Technique, can I speak, Asia? With this Real Techniques smudge brush to fix the green, to fix that orange that got onto the green. Now, if I had used a big blending brush, I would not have been able to go in and fix that like that, which is why I enjoy using targeted brushes to do what it is that I need to do. And I use Real Technique brushes a lot. I love those brushes. I mean, I have favorites. Real Techniques is very high up on my favorite list because I like the precision of them. I do have a lot of lid space, but I do like to use brushes that are precise because I could do a lot with my lid space. So even if you have like a smaller lid space, I would say go for brushes that are more precise because, you know, it's a smaller lid space. So here I am laying the color Tweety right next to Vegas. So I'm laying the yellow right next to the orange. And you notice that like I kind of lose a little bit of the orange, but that's okay because I'll go back in and I'll apply a little bit more. And that's what's important about taking your time when you're doing your makeup is you really want to stop, assess what you're doing, and that's what you see me do when I look up. I'm stopping, I'm assessing how it looks. I look up a little bit to try to see, is this how I want it to look? And then I look back down and then do whatever, like make whatever adjustments I need to make to the eyes. So as I'm watching it now, I'm noticing that, yeah, I'm losing a lot of the orange, and that's probably what I was thinking when I was doing it. So let's see what I do here next. Like in my mind watching it, I'm thinking go back in and add a little bit more orange because I lost it. But it looks like I'm not going to do that. It looks like I'm going to grab the Too Faced palette. I used the TooFaced Chocolate Gold because in the Karity Matte Eyeshadow palette, all of the colors in that palette were matte, and I really wanted a shimmer pop on the lid space. So I went into the TooFaced Chocolate Gold palette and I used the color Gold Dipped. When I did the other eye, I can't tell you how excited I was because it was, I mean, look at that other eye. Like, it was absolutely beautiful. And so I used a very flat brush, what I like to call a placement brush, to apply Gold Dipped. And I didn't drag it on my eye. You see that I'm just kind of like, I picked up the color and I tap, tap, tap it on the eye rather than dragging it on the eye. It makes it just look flawless. Sometimes when you pick up colors, especially shimmer colors, they have a tendency to kind of bunch up a little bit when you pick them up on your brush. So I tap off the excess and then I tap on my eye because my face was already done and I didn't want any fallout to fall onto my face. And you'll see there is a line of demarcation between the yellow and the shimmer color, but we're going to blend that together. And this is the importance of, you know, having those brushes that are really precise, and then going back and forth. You'll see me kind of looking at it to see if it matches up with the other eye, and then also just blending those two together to get a really nice blended overall look. I don't know why I haven't gone in and fixed the orange, or at least added a little bit more orange. Like, it's driving me nuts looking at it right now. So here I'm going in with my e.l.f. liquid liner. I really like this liner, but to be honest, on the other eye, I used a Bobbi Brown cream gel eyeliner, and I am really enjoying cream gel eyeliners so much. I have one from Dose of Colors. I also have one from Bobbi Brown, and I really, really like them. It takes practice to work with them, but I think I just got lazy here, and I just used the liquid liner to put on top of that. I grabbed a TooFaced mascara and I applied that to my lashes because I am going to go in with false lashes and apply those as well. So I did want to coat my own lashes. I'm just doing a little bit of touch-ups here. I don't think that I have any extra product on that particular brush. That's the same brush that I used when I applied the greens. I left off with a light green, and so I'm just using that brush to make sure that I don't have any harsh edges and just kind of, you know, touching up where I feel like I need it. Now I'm going in with a fluffier brush. I think this brush is from Karity, if I'm not mistaken. I really like the Karity brushes. Thank you so much, Karity, for sending me some of your brushes. They are really, really good quality, and they washed really well. If you guys want to hear or want to see a video of the brushes that I used, ones that I don't like to use and I will never purchase again, and then the ones that I really do think are worth the money, let me know and I'll make a video like that. But I'm going in with that Karity brush, and I noticed that the black wasn't as buffed out as I would like it to be, and here is where I added a little bit more of the orange. I'm glad, because that was driving me insane. So I buffed out the black a little more because I didn't want it, I felt like it was too harsh on the edges, and I wanted it to blend out a little bit better than what it looked. I really like a buffed out diffused look but pigmented color, and that's what I definitely got when I did this look. I'm using that same Karity brush to drag some of that black into my lower lid area, and I'm lining the outside of my eye with a black eyeliner, and then the inside of my eye with a green that kind of looks like an olive color. It's called Don't Leaf Me from that's so cute, from Wet n Wild. I'm applying now my favorite Lily lashes. I love the brand. These are the Lash Style Diamond. They're more natural looking lash. They are so beautiful. Just remember to cut your lashes before you apply them. As I said before, I didn't cut much of anything out, so you see me actually applying the lashes in real time. I apply them from the outside first and then go in for the inside. I know some people don't like to use tweezers, but I feel like tweezers work the best for me when I'm applying my lashes, and it helps me to get a really close application. I apply it literally where they look like they're my lashes, and I absolutely love them. But I do make sure that I wait for like 30 seconds. I use a black glue. It goes onto the band and it looks kind of like a dark blue color, and then I wait until it looks completely black and I apply my lashes. When I put the lashes on, I am a bit of a perfectionist. I put the lash on and I noticed that my liner was not as straight as I wanted it to be, and so I grabbed the e.l.f. eyeliner and I fixed the line of the lash, or the line of the eyeliner, because when I put my lash on, it kind of grabbed a little bit of my skin and it just made my eyeliner look kind of wonky, so I went in and I fixed that. Now here I'm using the Pixie Lash Lift 188. It's a duo type mascara. It has a smaller lash, what is that called? Smaller, you know, that thing that I'm using to put the mascara, smaller band. I don't know what it's called, but it has a smaller one, and then it also has a larger one. It's a 2-in-1 mascara. It's absolutely amazing. The reason why they call it Lash Lift 188 is because we have at minimum 188 lashes, and this mascara helps to grab every single lash. I have had the privilege of working with Pixie and learning so much about their products and the love that goes into making them, and I really, I use that mascara literally like all the time. It's an amazing mascara. So this is the finished look. My face was already done. I probably need a little bit of blush. I don't remember if I actually put some on. I put the finished look up on Instagram. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video, please make sure to click the like button if you really enjoyed it and you like straightforward tutorials and you like information about hows and the whys of makeup and why we do certain things and how to do it. Please make sure you click that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications when I upload. I upload every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of every week. Makeup tutorials, swatch videos, and a little bit of vlogs. So just in case you guys want to see a little bit more into my life. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. See you guys in the next video.